Hi, welcome back. This is week 4 of video number 5. I just wanted to introduce you to some topics. This week, I'm going to be asking you to pick a topic, and that's all I'm asking you to do. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm very clear on that. I'm not giving you an assignment. I'm just asking you to think about some topics and to come up with an idea. We're actually in future weeks going to be dealing with this, and eventually we're going to be producing a research essay and several other related assignments. So your first step really is just to pick a topic, okay, that you're going to focus on. And I've listed out some topics below. They're all diseases or conditions. You're going to be doing some research eventually on this disease or condition. And then, as I said, ultimately, you're going to be writing a research essay. I want you, again, to pick a topic that you're going to find interesting and that you'd like to read more about, because ultimately you're going to be doing a lot of reading on this particular topic. I'm going to ask you to take a look at the disease and condition list, and I'm going to ask you to pick a disease or condition that you have some distance from. Okay, and what I mean by that is try not to pick a disease or condition that you or somebody close to you has. The reason to do this, first of all, is that you need a bit of academic distance from your topic. So it can sometimes be upsetting to work on something that you yourself have or that somebody close to you has. But the second and maybe the most important reason is that you want to make sure that you pick a topic that you don't know a lot about, so that when you're doing your research, all of the information is new to you. I personally suffer from migraine headaches. And over the years, I've read lots of information about migraines, and I've talked to doctors about migraines, and I've talked to other people about migraines. I know a lot about migraines. Okay? If I were to write a paper about migraines, though, I'd run into some trouble because I know some stuff about migraines, but I can't remember where that information came from. I'd almost have to work backwards and try to dig up a research source to back up facts that I remember, and that can be a very frustrating process. Okay, so say for example, I know that migraines typically last anywhere from 2 to 48 hours. Okay, I have no idea where I read that. I do not remember. So I would need to find a research source that said exactly that. Like I said, that can be frustrating, okay, because you're working backwards. It's much easier to pick something you know absolutely nothing about, because then you're really able to identify where the information that you're getting is coming from. Okay, so just to make it easier and less of a frustrating process. You also want to select a topic that you can sustain interest in. So don't choose a topic, again, that you're very familiar with, because you'll be bored as you're reading through stuff. Make sure that you're picking something that you don't know a lot about. We're going to cover in future topic narrowing, gathering research, outlining, and research essay writing. You're going to eventually narrow your research choices to 3 items that are available through Niagara College's library system. So you'll be finding scholarly articles or book chapters about these issues. If you have some time, run a quick search on the topics just to make sure that you're finding a lot of resources. The topics that I've listed below, there's plenty of material available through Niagara College's library system on these. If you don't find the topics listed below appealing, you certainly can select your own topic. The only warning that I'll give you is that the rarer the disease or condition, the more difficulty you will have with research. So very rare diseases, although they're fascinating, don't tend to have a lot of research done on them. That's a sad but true fact. Also, too, very rare diseases tend to only have highly specialized articles and books written about them. And this can be a little bit difficult to handle when you're just at the beginning of your healthcare studies. So I would recommend, if you pick your own topic, do definitely some preliminary research just to make sure that you're finding an adequate number of hits. Okay, because again, eventually you're going to be picking some material that you're going to need to work with. So you want to make sure, okay, that you pick something that's going to work for you. That being said, the topics that I've listed below are all fascinating, and they cover all sorts of different diseases and conditions. There's physical conditions, there's psychiatric conditions. Try to pick something that, again, like I said, that you'll find interesting and that you don't mind reading a lot about. Okay, so I'm going to say for week number 5, have an idea in your head about what you might eventually focus on. You don't need to contact me to let me know your choice unless you're picking something that's not on the list. Okay, again, if you're picking something not on the list, shoot me a quick email just so I can make sure that I approve that topic for you and that you're good to go. Okay, I hope you've had a great week at Niagara College. I'm looking forward to talking to you next week. Stay safe, stay healthy.